Today, we are diving deep into one of the most powerful and transformative experiences a person can go through, childbirth. We're going to explore how the way you actually think about labor can completely change the experience itself, turning what might be fear into real, genuine empowerment.
Okay, let's just get right to it. The number one question that is on pretty much every expectant parent's mind. It gets Googled millions of times. It's the source of so much anxiety. And look, it makes total sense. You want to know what you're getting into, right? But here's a thought. What if that's the wrong question to be asking in the first place? Some experts suggest that by focusing so hard on the idea of pain, you might actually be setting yourself up for a tougher time. What if the real key isn't about bracing for pain, but about asking a totally different question?
The truth is, what labor feels like is going to be unique for every single person and for every single birth. But the secret isn't in the sensation itself. It's all about how we frame it. We can actually shift our perspective from just pain to something way more useful, productivity. And this is where you can see the incredible power of language. Think about the word contraction. It just sounds tight, resistant, kind of scary, right? But if you just swap that one word for surges, it completely changes the feeling. A surge sounds powerful, rhythmic, like a wave that has a job to do.
So what exactly is a surge? Well, it's a wave-like sensation that has a very clear purpose. It's helping to open your cervix and guide your baby down and out into the world. Yeah, the sensations are powerful. They're intense, no doubt, but they aren't random. This is your body doing the productive work it was literally designed to do.
And these surges, they change and evolve as you go. In early labor, they might just feel like strong period cramps. But as things progress, that sensation gets more intense. The pressure builds, and you feel it all moving down. By the time you're pushing, it can feel like this overwhelming pressure, a deep, stretching burn. It's a progression. It's your body building up its productive power.
So, if these sensations have such a clear purpose, why do we so often experience them as just unbearable pain? Well, the answer is in this powerful and often really underestimated connection between our minds and our bodies. It's a pretty simple concept, but it's profound. Where your mind leads, your body is going to follow. So if your mind is focused on fear, if it's anticipating pain, your body will physically respond to that fear, and it does that by tensing up.
And this leads us right into something called the fear-tension-pain cycle. Think of it like a vicious circle. It starts with fear. You're worried about how much it's going to hurt. That fear causes your body to create tension. Your muscles clench, you might even hold your breath. And all that tension works against what the surges are trying to do, which makes them feel way more intense, which your brain reads as pain. And of course, more pain just creates more fear, and the cycle just keeps going.
But here is the really good news. You can break this cycle. The way out isn't to pretend the intensity isn't there, but to just shift your focus. And it all starts with asking a better, more powerful question.
And this is it. This is the question. How can I support my labor and work with my body? Do you feel that difference? That one little shift moves you from being someone who just has to endure pain to being an active, powerful participant in your own birth. It's about being on the same team as your body, not fighting against it. The contrast is pretty stark, right? The old question, how painful will it be? It focuses on pain and it leads straight to fear. But the new question, how can I support myself? That focuses on preparation and it builds confidence. The most important thing here is that you have the power to choose which question guides you.
So, asking that better question is the first step. The next one is actually finding the answers. And this is where we get into the practical stuff, the toolkit you can build to prepare for an empowered birth.
Think about it this way. If you're feeling a lot of fear, that's not a weakness. It's actually a signal. It's your brain telling you that you just need more information, more tools, and more support. Fear is simply a prompt, an invitation to get more prepared.
And here are some of the most effective tools. Getting a good childbirth education just demystifies the whole process. Having supportive partners with you gives you that physical and emotional stability. Understanding how your hormones work helps you work with your body's natural flow. And even simple things, like being on your hands and knees, can use gravity to help your baby, making things more efficient and less painful. These are the real building blocks of a confident birth.
The idea underneath all of this is so powerful. Knowledge is the direct antidote to fear. The more you truly understand what your body is doing and why it's doing it, the more you can trust the process.
And the more you trust, the less room there is for fear to even exist.
Let's just land on this powerful reminder. This isn't just a hopeful, nice-sounding idea. It's a physiological reality. Your body is designed for this process. The whole journey is about learning how to work with that incredible design, not just suffer against it.
Ultimately, your preparation is what defines your experience. The focus you choose on the potential for pain or on the potential for your own power, that's what's going to shape your entire journey. So the final question is really for you. Are you preparing for pain or are you preparing for power?